I said this mind control is like witchcraft, like it is. Like they use words, codes, neuro-linguistic programming, and it's called Monarch Mind Control, and to get you to do things. Like for me, well, Lewis, who had been in the military as well, said in my ear, he said public service announcement, and then he said mind control. And then the guy beside him said mind control, and then he said mind control. And then within a week or so, I started making videos telling everybody how great barcodes are. The speech had already come to me, and calling myself the Messiah. And it's hard to describe, but when they put me in front of those mind control screens, they can use codes to like make you, like these weird codes came up on my phone, and then when I went to sleep, I heard somebody say my name. This was through a shelter program that we were at this church at. I heard somebody say my name, and they said, "There's AJ," and that's what I told people I was. And then when I opened my eyes, I couldn't see anything but gray. And but then I remembered being in front of those screens. Me and this other guy were there, and I told myself, "You got to remember this." And then I hit him in the face. I was like, "See if he's got a bruise the next day," and he had a bruise. And then I seen the lady I heard say my name. She was at the shelter program in the daytime. She didn't have anything to do with the nighttime program where we stayed at. And I said, "I remember you saying my name. I had a dream about you, and I heard you say my name." And she said, "What do you remember?" She said, "Do you remember me giving you a hug?" I probably gave you a hug because she was really there, and it was real. But, you know, I have a video of my friend Colt, well, we're not really friends anymore, saying Adam's the most targeted individual I've ever met. He said people come up to him on the hour saying and doing things that don't make any sense. And either the day before or the day after he made that video, this lady hooked a machine up to me while the cops watched. It called an Alphasonic. And she didn't really, they talked me into it, and I think she told Colt that she needed to do it because he was on board with it. And it was real unusual. And like people were coming up to me on the hour saying and doing things. Well, then I moved to Miami, and they took the doorknobs off my apartment. No, they didn't take the doorknobs off my apartment. Yeah, they took the doorknobs off, and they locked me out. They changed the doorknobs. And so I had to go to this hostel in Little Havana. And that's where most of the neuro-linguistic programming happened. But they'd been hypnotizing me. This guy named Phil, who told me he worked with the intelligence service, he's the one that programmed me to be obsessed with barcodes. That's when I started using it in my videos. And I knew he was hypnotizing me because I was having missing time when I was around him. And like it's like I would be gone, and then all of a sudden I'd be back, and I'd look at the time, and like an hour or so had passed, and I'm like, what just happened? I told him when he took me on that walk where they activated me and showed me the barcodes, I told him, I said, I'm disoriented. And he said, "Do you know why?" And it's because they were hypnotizing me. And that's when they programmed me to be obsessed with barcodes. And that's when I started using them in my videos. And that's what it was all about. It was all about my videos. Well, really, I thought they wanted me to be a singer. Because I was like, this MK Ultra stuff, they do it to singers, I think. And so, because I couldn't imagine that, you know, it'd have to do with the barcodes. And then I started saying, all of a sudden I started saying, this is an approved message from the CIA in my videos. And it just came to me one day, like that was the thing to say. But I knew it was the CIA because Phil told me he was with the intelligence service. And when they took me to where he took me to program me to be obsessed with barcodes, I followed him in my car, and we pulled up to another car, and it moved out the way to let us in. I followed him, and one moved out the way to let him in too. So they made sure we had a spot. It was packed, and I'll tell you how they did it. He was taking me on this walk, and these people were handing out these gift bags, and with like hangover cure, and condoms and Tylenol and like party stuff. And I was taking something out of it, and I had this cardboard paper stapled to the top of it, and I was throwing it away, and he came up and he picked it up and he pointed to a code above a barcode, and he said, "It's amazing how targeted marketing can be." And when I seen that code, something clicked inside of me. I seen that code above that barcode, something clicked inside of me. And that's when I was like, ding, 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 and I could feel my consciousness shift. And I felt different. And it was almost like being on drugs. And that's how I got obsessed with barcodes. And I started using them in my videos. And it was all about my videos with them. All the different people. I mean, even my TikTok name is King Monarch Farler. It's called Monarch Mind Control. There's books about it. And, I'm running out of time. I got a few minutes. But, you know, it's an agenda. And I think they want to give everybody barcodes. And I think they want me to tell people about it. And I don't know if I'll be famous before I'm dead or not. And I don't know if they'll give everybody barcodes or not, but now they got somebody to tell everybody about it in a way that's funny, too, that people can laugh about. People were acting like I was special, though.